Good morning everybody, my name is Crystal. I hope that you're all okay and well and you will gonna have a great weekend. Excuse me, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm here in my flat in Rochester, Kent. The sun is out today, lovely sunshine by the look of it. It's out. It was a lot cooler yesterday. I actually enjoyed a bit of respite from the heat because it was a bit cooler. I don't like it when it's really hot. I don't like it. I'm going through the menopause. I get hot flushes, and when it's really hot like it has been, I just feel like I'm going to faint. So I enjoyed a bit of cooler weather yesterday. I enjoyed that. The sun's come back out again. Hello, come here then. And it looks like we're going to have a lovely sunny day. Hello, what's the matter? Come here then, come and sit on my lap. So guys, yesterday I took Max out about the usual time, which is between 7 and 8. But I am going out at different times now. I'm not always going out at the same time. I'm just going to go when I feel like going out. I'm going to go out. It won't always be the same time. So I went out a bit earlier and just walked across the road up onto the field, and those two homeless guys were circling around with the co-op, going around, and they went onto the field on their bicycles. Two of them, two blokes. They got off their bicycles and they must have just gone into the tents, or they were doing something around there. I don't think they're actually, I don't know if they're living in there full time or not, but they've been on there for about 6 weeks, some homeless guys, and they keep laughing as they're going past me, and they try to goad me and I don't know, trigger me off, but I just ignore them, because that's the best thing to do, because once you're triggered you start ranting and raving and acting mad in public, you see. So they'll trigger you off, they'll whisper something by your ear, they'll start laughing, they do something that really upsets you, and it looks like they're the innocent party, but they have actually provoked you. You see where I'm coming from? So it's very hard to walk away from people like that. It's hard to walk away. The ones that whisper under your breath, you can't prove to anybody that they said that. So if they say something nasty under their breath and they walk past your ear and they're deliberately saying that, and that's happened to me a few times, or they'd be on their phone and go, oh yeah, she's a bit fat, isn't she? Yeah, she's fat. On to the receiver at the end of the phone call, and they are talking to someone on the end, because you can hear the other person laughing as well. It's really hard to walk away from it, but then you have to say to yourself, it's not real, they're not worth the steam off my piss, and just carry on. Sometimes I'll put music on my phone to block their crap out. I'll put music on. When I'm filming, I'm trying to prove what they're doing, you see, because it's all make-believe baloney. The car number plates, all this staged bullshit, it's baloney. And I keep saying to myself, it's a load of rubbish. You're going to go home and it's going to go away, and you can go home and do what you've got to do. Go on. Going back to 8 months ago, I used to shout, fuck off, leave me alone. And everybody used to laugh at me. and then I'd get makes the person worse when you laugh at them, doesn't it? It makes them feel bad. So now I just ignore them. So these homeless guys waited. They waited there by those tents, and I didn't go anywhere near them. I didn't even walk past them, right? So I stayed quite a distance away from these homeless men. 2 men, grown men. So I stayed away from these 2 homeless guys, and eventually they cycled off. Very slowly they cycled off, and they'd laughed when they just cycled past me. It's like a game, like they're hunting prey. I've seen a film like it. They hunt you. They muck about with you and play with you. I was on that field on my own, apart from a blonde lady, a big blonde lady, that throws a ball and a stick to a dog. That's all that was on the field, and they left her alone. They don't mess with her. And maybe she's part of it, I don't know. She'd gone. They cycled off and went. I don't know where they went. Charlie has been appearing on the field almost every day now. That Charlie that picked on me. So I don't know if there's something to do with him, right? Probably went underneath the railway bridge. Charlie lives in Rochester High Street, just off of it. So they probably had something to do with him. He's been appearing on the field quite regularly. And I don't want anything to do with them. I've had messages saying you're Charlie's dog. I'm not Charlie's dog. I've never been Charlie's property. I'm not anybody's property. They keep getting him to hover about, and I just keep away from him. I don't belong to anybody. Somebody is also trying to sex stalk pictures out of me, and I'm just ignoring it. They're very sexually disgusting. They send you indecent images and think it's going to shock you and frighten you, and believe me, I just laugh, because what they send is just, I don't know whether it's doctored naked photographs, or it really is a psychotic old man. I really don't know whether they're real pictures of somebody or they're doctored photographs, or I don't know what. Perhaps the guy is deranged. Don't know. All I do know is when I call the police, they don't even give me an incident number. They don't come out, they don't give me an incident number. So all I do is keep what they're sending me, which is disgusting, into a little folder, along with screenshots and messages and what these weirdos are saying. I came back home and I got into my flat and I just kept myself to myself. I've blocked the window out now because it just gives me the creeps. You can feel eyes burning on the back of your head when you're outside. They're just, it's like they're watching you 24/7 from everywhere I'm going. And I can remember this happening since I was a kid as well. If I go back to it, I can remember it happening to me as a child. And it makes me wonder, you know, that I could have been abducted. And in fact, I was once. And my mum got me back. So I was a pretty little blonde girl. Dog's barking again. I came home and I hadn't made any noise. I hadn't said anything. Hadn't spoken to anyone. I hadn't even mentioned them. I come back down where his car is parked, and his car is parked There's a lady that's got bright red hair with her roots showing. It's like gingery red, and she's wearing sunglasses or dark glasses, and she lives at the end flats, and his car upstairs was parked outside that block of flats. Opposite her, at the top, is a woman that's got a dog, and it makes me jump out of my skin. And every time I've been doing a live stream on the balcony, it's been going woof, 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 really loudly like that. So when I came round the corner, remember the loud noises, car horns, car alarms, really, really loud, irritating noises is part of a gang stalker's campaign. So I came round the corner and the dog went, woof! Right opposite his car upstairs, which was parked outside the other block of flats down the bottom, with the woman with the ginger hair and the glasses, who's about 70. And she was walking down, when I was doing a live stream, she was walking underneath my balcony going to her flat. Now, funny enough, the dogs don't bark at her. They're barking at me. They don't bark at the old lady going into the flat down the bottom. They're barking at me. Right? Where his car is parked. Right, so I've got some tea, pigs, tea. Lemon, I think that's really, really, I recommend it. Tea pigs. I got this from Sainsbury's yesterday. Tea pigs, lemon and ginger. Absolutely refreshes me this morning. Lovely taste. And I'm trying to cut out the coffee. It's caffeine free. Caffeine free. It's very tasty. It's very refreshing. So I came back into my flat. I didn't react to the dog barking. I used to. I don't now. Don't react to it. They want you to shout. When next door did it, and they was telling the poor dog to fuck off and fucking move, I reacted because I don't like animal cruelty. And I said, that's not very nice, is it, swearing at your dog? Now I let them get on with it. There's nothing you can do. We all know everything's fake, from calling the police to the RSPCA. They're going to get away with what they're doing, whatever you do. I've done my bit. No one cares. No one's listening, and I can't do any more. And I've got to protect my sanity, my mental health. And they are cruel to their pets. And they're just nasty human beings, and they're being allowed to get away with it. So I keep my mouth shut, and I'm not reacting. I don't want them to hurt their dogs. They shout at their dogs. I don't want them to hurt their dogs. So I'm just going to keep quiet, and then they've got no need to set the dogs on me, have they? And I came into my flat. I was watching TikToks, various people's TikToks, and I was just doing my own thing and ignoring everything else, which is the best thing to do, and let them get on with it. and they can irritate each other. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. Star Trek: The Next Generation aired its final episode on this day in 1994. Over its 7 seasons, it certainly lived up to Captain Jean-Luc Picard's final words: "The sky's the limit."
Alexa, what's the time, please?
Good morning, Crystal. The time is 8:58 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Friday the 23rd of May.
Alexa, what's the weather outlook?
Currently, in Rochester it's 9 degrees Celsius with clear skies and sun. Today, you can expect lots of clouds, with a high of 18 degrees and a low of 9 degrees.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
Why was the alien so big? He was taking asteroids.
Alexa, who was born on this day?
Celebrities born on the 23rd of May include Ryan Coogler, Richard Ayoade, Bray Wyatt, Ken Jennings, and Joan Collins.
Alexa, how old is Joan Collins?
Joan Collins is 92 years old.
92. My mum rang at 4 minutes past 7 in the morning. 4 minutes past 7. I don't know why she's getting up that early. 4 minutes past 7, I was still lying down. I use various methods to block out noise and the light. You switch off. Basically, you just switch off. So whatever they do, they can do it on their own. You know, you switch off. Someone said to me yesterday, oh, if you put music on, poor neighbours. I've had noise nuisance for the past 5 years, nearly 5 years I've lived in this block of flats, and no one's cared about me about, noise nuisance. An hour listening to music when they're at work and not indoors is not causing them any grief. So they try and stop you live streaming. They come into your live stream and try and get you to stop and finish. Alexa, LBC Radio.
LBC London from Global Player.
Get more from your smart speaker by linking to your Global Player account. You'll then be able to catch up on your favourite shows on your smart speaker. Just say, ask Global Player to link my account.
A number of people where their pets, their dogs particularly, take the place of children and the money they spend. Something like Hot News on LBC.
On your radio, on the LBC app, and
Play LBC.
leading Britain's conversation. This is LBC. From Global's newsroom, a fall in wholesale costs mean typical households will save about £11 a month on their energy bills from July. The energy regulator, Ofgem, has confirmed its cap on gas and electricity prices will fall by 7%, but bills will still be higher than at the same point in 2024. Dara Vass from Energy UK has told LBC there is more work to do.
In the long run, building more clean British power will mean the country is less reliant on foreign fossil fuel markets. It means we'll have more energy security and in the long run lower prices. But in the short term, I think households and businesses really do need support.
Ministers say they are continuing to work towards clean energy to end the roller coaster of fossil fuel markets. The Defence Minister Luke Pollard has rejected Israel's criticism of Britain, France and Canada. Benjamin Netanyahu has accused the three countries of emboldening Hamas by calling for a change of course in Gaza. He released a video last night saying they're on the wrong side of history. Mr Pollard's told Nick that Britain will continue to push for an end to the war.
We opposed Hamas. We opposed the awful atrocities they committed on the 7th of October. And that is the reason why we want to see peace. The only way to achieve that two-state solution that is good for Israelis and Palestinians alike is the restoration of the ceasefire, the hostages released, and aid delivered to the people who really need it.
A 30-year-old man has been charged with the murders of 2 Israeli embassy staff in Washington, D.C. Elias Rodriguez from Chicago is accused of 2 counts of first-degree murder over the attack on Wednesday evening. Firearms officers have made an arrest after reports a man walked into a hospital in Glasgow with a crossbow. It happened early this morning at the Queen Elizabeth. The weapon wasn't discharged and no one was injured. Retailers saw their sales rise last month as warmer weather drove demand for food and drink. Official figures show overall sales volumes increased by 1.2% in April. And England's cricketers will resume their one-off test against Zimbabwe on the verge of 500 runs this morning. The hosts are on 498 for 3 at Trent Bridge. Ollie Pope is unbeaten on 169. In the city, the FTSE 100 a short time ago was up 27 at 87.66. The pound buys $1.34 and €1.19. LBC weather quite chilly to start, then largely dry with sunny spells. Some cloud and rain in the west. A high of 21 degrees. From Global's newsroom for LBC, I'm Thomas Watt.
The Skoda SUV Showcase event is now on, featuring the Skoda Kamiq, Karoq and Kodiaq. 3 confident SUVs, all crammed with character, created with commitment, carefully crafted for curbs, the country and carrying kids to karate. And now with £500 off Kamiq and £1,000 off Karoq and Kodiaq. Come quickly to a Skoda retailer between the 19th of May and the 9th of June for a closer look. Customers saving including VAT applied to on-the-road price on retail invoice. Retail customers only. Offer cannot be claimed retrospectively. T's and C's apply. Participating retailers only.
This is LBC from Global, leading Britain's conversation with Nick Ferrari at breakfast.
Good morning, 4 minutes after 9 on Friday, May the 23rd. The numbers behind the numbers game are in. Migration has been cut almost in half, but 4% of the illegal migrants crossing the channel is the number that's being deported. How could that be? You can probably guess someone's age by the doctor with whom they grew up. No, not the GP. This doctor.
I'm the Doctor. I'm a Time Lord. I'm from the planet Gallifrey in the constellation of Kasterborous. I'm 903 years old, and I'm the man who's going to save your lives and all 6 billion people on the planet below.
That's David Tennant. How does he keep a straight face as he's saying those lines? He's a tremendous actor, though, he really is. I suppose I'd probably, put me down as Patrick Troughton, was it? I think, or maybe a touch of the John Pertwees. Saying this, as the latest Doctor is on his way out, Ncuti Gatwa, apparently, certainly because of falling ratings, it sometimes struggles to get over 1 million viewers. Over 1 million viewers. It could be the end of the whole series. What's gone wrong with Doctor Who? And extraordinary research has come in that shows...
I love my dog as much as I love you.
I love that. He was then called Cat Stevens, I know. I love my dog sang Cat Stevens, but the research that shows that dogs are increasingly being seen as child surrogates by owners who have a pet rather than a baby and then pamper them with thousands of pounds worth of gifts. Look, I love dogs, I love cats, but you wouldn't spend that much on them, would you?
Nick Ferrari at breakfast. Call 0345 606